Welcome back. It's your best friends. It's Austin and
It's Sean.
what's up, dog? I meant to say, what's up, boss?
Oh man. What's up, big man? What's up, big man?
What's up, bro, Cephas?
Oh my God. What are the other ones we talked about? I don't even remember.
What's up, big dog?
What's up, homie?
Hey, I
What's
like
up,
that
bro?
one.
I like
I
homie.
like that
Homie's
one. I
good.
like I like bro too. I
What's
don't
up,
like
little
bro
guy?
Cephas
Buddy?
though.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, little guy, dude, that's not okay. You got to be
That's not a
less than
term of
8 years
endearment.
old, less than 8 years
Hey,
old for
little
that one
guy.
to
Hey,
work.
little man.
Like, nah, nah,
When you contrast it with little man too, like little and then man. It's like, hey, little man.
little man. Oh, that's extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. If an adult
Anyway.
man said that to me,
I would not be
I
excited.
would not be
Well, no, I would
happy.
be excited, but I'd be like the angry side of excited.
I'd have a
Yeah,
lot of energy.
yeah.
Oh my God. What's
Or I
up?
would laugh, depending on who it is. Not much, man. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Better
yeah.
than having strep.
It's way better than having strep. I feel healthy. I can do things like I can run. I can, do push-ups. That's
I
nice.
can walk around.
I can walk around and not feel horrible.
That's an
It's
improvement,
pretty
man.
it's pretty nice.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you're
So,
back in business.
yeah, me too. Did you have a good week?
Yeah, yeah. It's been good. Uh, Back in the swing of things. I've
Yeah.
been really tired. Like I haven't been getting tired soon enough, I feel like. I look at the clock and it's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, I guess I should sleep. Like, I need to get tired sooner. It's so weird. And then
So are you like
I only
waking up?
sleep for like a little short period of time. And then I wake up and I'm like, all right, here we go. And then I assume I'm like, I'm going to be so tired. I'll go to sleep so early. And then just doing, whatever. And then look at the clock again. It's like 11:50 or 10:50. I'm like, goodness gracious. I need to go to bed immediately.
Wait,
So
so like are you waking up like groggy or are you like waking up like feeling good?
Groggy for the most part. Like I'm not getting enough sleep, but I'm also not getting tired like soon enough for me to be motivated to go to sleep.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's
I
unfortunate.
wonder if it's getting back into like being in front of people. Your
Gotta be.
body's just like excited
I think so.
to
I
be in
think
front of
so.
people. I don't
Yep.
know. After
It's
like
probably
week
what it
two,
is.
I'm sure you'll snooze like a baby early.
We'll be back in there. Back at
Or
the
at
sleep
least,
game.
yeah. At least that's what we hope. Um, you
Uh
told me you had a story for me.
we said I'm at the same time. Yes. I do have a story for you and it's an exciting one. So have you ever been line dancing?
No,
Do you know what line dancing is?
no.
Okay. I didn't either, so that's okay. Uh, Mutual friend of ours was like, he just moved up here from Florida. He was like, dog, y'all ever been line dancing? And me and Kendall, and we were both like, nope. And then he was like, all right, well, that's definitely gonna happen. And this was like a month ago. We were like, word, let's fucking do it. And then it like, didn't happen for a few weeks. And then he said, yo, there's this place called Coyote Joe's. I knew what Coyote Joe's was. I was like, oh God, getting rowdy. And he said they do line dance lessons. So basically this guy or girl gets on stage and like leads a bunch of people, like a bunch of people through these line dances. So there's
How
like a
how many
huge dance
people?
floor.
Like you
Man,
guessing?
I don't know. Large dance floor completely full,
Dang.
completely full. So you basically just like learn this like little choreographed line dance to different country songs, and then you all perform it at the same time. So you learn like this section, and then you do it together, and then this section, and then do it together, and then this section, and then you do the whole thing, and then you speed it up, and then you do it with the song, and do it like twice with the song, and then you take a break, and then you learn a different one, and then same thing back and forth, and then at the very end they do all of them back to back to back to back, and then
Nice.
that's the line dance lesson, dude. It's really fun. It's
Yeah.
really fun. Like I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
You went and
It
did.
was
Wait, how
great.
long ago did you do it?
Last night.
I didn't realize it was that soon. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
it was
definitely go
last
back and
night.
do it again?
For sure. Yeah, it was awesome because it's like a great, it's a social experience. Everyone there is
Right.
super sweet and nice. So, yeah, everyone's just there to have a good time. So, met some cool people, danced, did the thing. It was great.
Nice. I
Up
like
at
it. Why do they
Coyote
call it line
Joe's
dancing?
because you're like in a line.
Oh,
I
so is it
think. I
just
mean,
like a bunch of lines?
it's just like about yeah, but like people are really close together, a bunch of lines, and then um, there's one where we were like in this big long, basically
Like
circle.
snake. Oh, okay.
yeah, around thing. And we like kind of went around the stage. So, or not stage, dance floor.
Gotcha.
It was super fun
So
though.
interesting. Huh.
Uh,
I
uh,
might have to put that on my list. Something to try.
it's fun, man. It's super fun. We should go together.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a great time.
Nice. Like it.
So, and you can, drink alcohol or whatever if you want to, of
Sure.
course. So,
Sounds about
cash
right.
only at the bar though. I was like, what? It's like
Really?
standing in line, and then it was like cash only. I was like, oh,
Well, I
what?
don't have any
Just go to
cash.
the ATM. They charge me an
Yeah,
ATM fee.
they should probably have a
Dude, the
sign.
crazy they did.
Oh,
But I
okay.
just didn't look because I'm an idiot.
Oh, okay.
But the craziest thing was, dude, the ATM would like show people's checking account balances as the last thing. whenever it gave whenever it gave you your money, it would just like show your checking account balance. I was like, what? That is not safe. Like
That's really not
if
good.
someone's got fat racks
Yeah,
and
somebody's
someone
just like,
else
I'm gonna
sees
get
that, they're
some
just gonna
money.
gank that debit card. Like,
Yeah, I'm
oh
just
my
gonna get some
God.
money for drinks, and then like somebody's net worth just like pops
It's
up on
just
their
yeah.
ATM. Oh my God. Jeez,
Ooh.
that's interesting.
Although probably shouldn't be holding that much in a checking account. But
No, no,
I was
definitely
still
not.
like, that is so ridiculous.
Did you see some crazy numbers? Nah, we
No,
can't talk
no,
about
no.
that.
I won't. I won't.
uh,
Anyway,
um, well, um, on the topic of going out and spending money on stuff, I had
experiences.
experiences and stuff like that. I had a question for you. As
Oh, I'm excited.
I was about to say as well, but you didn't have a question for me. You just had a story
I
for
just had
me.
a story.
Um,
Yeah.
so I was thinking a lot about like money this week. Um, just like making sure I got my finances in order, keeping track of where everything's going. Um, and for some reason, this was a topic that I don't think me and you have ever talked about explicitly. What do you like, if you could put into like a couple of tips, like what strategies do you have for like frugal living? Do you have any like thoughts, explicit thoughts about frugal spending and you know, making sure
I
you're not
do.
spending a lot of money in particular places or keeping track of money in a particular way?
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna I'm gonna answer the question by not answering the question, and then I'll answer the question.
okay.
So before any spending would happen, me personally, I would say everyone should use like a percentage based allocation plan for every paycheck or every stream of income they have. Let's say you have a day job and you have like a side hustle and you have like personal self-employment income, like three different things or something. I think everyone should have a percentage based allocation for each. And the easiest way probably is these three categories. So needs, wants, and investments. That's pretty much it. I mean, or it could be now, soon, and later if you want those three time horizons. Now will be like literally you have to buy groceries, you have to pay rent, you have to pay your insurance for your car and health insurance, all that crap. Soon is I want to go on a vacation in a month, so I can allocate a certain percentage, and you can do that on a consistent basis, or you can use those that want money for a new iPad or whatever, and then investments a certain percentage as well. Probably the best to start would be like 50, 30, 20, assuming you're not living in a huge house that you can't pay for. So 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% investments. If you can like up the investments and decrease the wants or decrease the needs, and what I'm saying? So you can mess with the percentages, but I'd say that's a good place to start.
Sure.
So then from that point right there, you know exactly how much you have in order to spend on the wants. And then you don't have to stress so much about like, oh my God, am I being frugal enough? Because the decision was already made prior to you ever getting paid for that month particularly. You know what I mean? So the decision was made and you just stuck to that 30% or 20% or whatever percentage you can comfortably do on a consistent basis. You stuck to that, and now it's like I can spend it on pretty much whatever I want. I probably wouldn't want to do like the cliche thing and spend it all in one place, you know. I would want to like have little experiences here and there, but that would be the main one, if that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. And then past that, I'd say it, if it's like if we're talking like impulse buys and just things that you want, best tip for that I use is I don't buy it the day that I decide I want to buy it. and then I don't buy it the next day I decide I want to buy
You
it.
just kind
I
of
wait
sit
at
on it for a
least a
long
week.
time.
Yeah, at least a week. And like we've talked about this before, like one of the only impulse purchases I ever made were these headphones that are sitting in my head. Like ever.
Yeah.
I wanted an iPad for years. Well, for years before I bought an iPad. And I just like sat on it. I was just like, I probably don't need it right now. Like I could spend some of this want money and just push it over to my investment account. And then now I'm investing more.
Yeah.
I didn't need it in that moment, I felt like. So yeah, I would say wait. Like don't make the purchase right now. Wait a week, put it on your calendar and like, if you use Google Calendar, like decide whether I'm gonna buy a Mac or not.
That's a pretty good
I've done
idea.
that.
I didn't even think about that because it's like you're emotionally like charged the moment that you're like wanting to spend money on something. So if you like sit on the idea for a while, and typically I don't like to buy things like immediately either. I sit on it for quite a while. Um, but like yeah, it seems pretty smart to like schedule that out because you might change your mind in a week. Like I really don't feel like I need this.
Yep.
Um,
Or, the want decreased by 50%. Like really don't want it that much. Like it was
yeah,
just cool to think about. Like you just wanted to window shop and that's okay. You can look at nice clothes and nice shoes and that's cool. And it'll make you feel good. You don't have to go spend $1,000 on some nice Louis Vuitton shoes though, in
sure.
order to get so that would be
That's fair.
top two things right there.
Do you have it set up? It's set up like this for me, but I don't know if you have it set up where it's like any like allocation or like movement between like different accounts and stuff is like automated. I think that one's like a huge one for me of just like
I I personally don't automate anything.
I think that's great because like if you can get it to where like you're not seeing where the money's going, if that makes sense. It's like you kind of convince your mind like what your paycheck is, and you're like you can have your paycheck be less than what it actually is
Yeah, you can make
because
it
it's
half.
being yeah,
Yeah.
you're moving it to this much to savings or this much to your brokerage account at these points every month every time your paycheck comes in, so you only see
Yeah.
a certain amount of money. I think that makes it easier.
I
um
like that a lot. I also think if you're not going to do that, I set like a bare minimum number in my checking account that I'm not allowed to go lower than, and
yeah,
it's calculated off like, oh, in the worst case scenario, for some reason, if this bill and that bill and this bill, and I have to go to the emergency room all at the same time, I can pay for it just with my checking account. Like it's
yeah,
like I just freak out if it gets below that, so I don't let it get below that, and then from there I've told you before, but I push money into a house account to pay for all the house things, and then push money, of course, into my brokerage accounts from there, and then emergency fund and personal savings. So
gotcha.
yeah,
Makes
I
sense.
think percentage based is the dealio though, man. Because
Percentage base
then
is the deal.
like you can choose to change the percentages or not whenever your pay increases or whenever you have a great month. Like if you have your record income month next month, you can just keep the same allocations and then you have more investments and you have more wants and now you just made a cushion for yourself on your needs situation. You don't have to like
Yeah.
change it up and stress yourself out. So yeah, I don't know. I think
I
it's
think
great.
I think something that's nice too is like if you can find a way to live comfortably by some amount of percentages with like, your paycheck and then dedicate like any raises or bonuses you get to savings
I agree.
and investments,
I
that's a
agree.
good move because then it's just like, well, I know I can live like this, getting my needs and my wants with this amount of money. So I can just put the rest away. And that can help me in the future.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think everyone should try to live on as absolutely little as possible for probably, yeah, I don't know. I'm not into the 30s yet. I'm not into the 40s yet, but I don't see a
20s are probably the
need.
biggest time to do it.
Yeah, like why would you not just try to live on absolutely as small amount of money as possible? Like sure, you can spend like a ton of your income, but what's the purpose? I don't see it. I do see the opposite side of it though, where it's like if I learn to live on, I don't know, I'm just going to throw a number out there. If me and my partner can learn to live on 2,000 a month, that is like, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to, that's not much money.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not a lot of money. Just flat out, it's just not a lot of money. So if I can learn to live on 2,000 a month with two people, and then my income increases and my income increases and my income increases, like you said, dude, I'm able to funnel thousands, into an investment account every single month. And that type of stuff right there is the net worth changer.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
it it's not the $5 here and there, the $15 here and there, the $20. It's like if you can funnel tons of money into your brokerage account and it's working for you now, that is going to change your net worth. So yeah, I just think everyone should live on as little as possible.
Yeah.
There's a time where you should enjoy your money, but when you're in, if when you're less than, in my opinion, less than multi-million net worth, I don't know the point. Like get up to 2 mil and then go crazy. Go
Sure.
spend $300 on a meal regularly and buy a freaking G wagon or whatever. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I think it is important to enjoy your money every once in a while too, but it's the habitual stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but we're talking about wants. We are putting some money towards
that's true.
wants.
There's percentages that go to wants.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and you can, part of those wants can be saving specifically for a particular thing in the future too, like a trip.
100%.
So, yeah. Um, I made the weird decision to turn off my light right before this, and now my background is so dark. So I'm gonna turn my lamp back on because it's so dark.
And I'm gonna say, go ahead and subscribe if you're still here right now. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. And we also do have a Patreon link in the description, and we're gonna post our first video on there. We said we were gonna do it last week, and then we did not. So we will do that, but it's gonna be the lost episode. And the lost
Yeah.
episode has some horribly terrible sound,
It's really
but it's a
bad.
good conversation. So if you want to
Yeah.
live in the cringe, go live in the cringe.
Yeah.
And
If you're okay with what sounds like a microphone being dunked in the toilet before it's used, but good conversation and good topics, then that is a good episode to listen to. So, yeah.
it is. I had one more thought on the Patreon. We'll do deep dives every now and then. Maybe once a month or once every 3 weeks or somewhere around there. We'll do one deep dive topic where we show up prepared with some notes and some debate points potentially. So it'll be a good time. Maybe stuff that's not all the way YouTube friendly type deal. So
Yes.
we'll see. A little bit
We
more
shall see.
opinionated. All
Yeah,
right.
100%.
So we're back in there.
Um,
Sean, you got an article?
yeah, I got an article for you. Me,
While you're pulling that up, I'm going to do my fact or fib of the day.
oh yeah,
So
that's a
my
good call.
fact or fib is it true or false that the following rappers all went to the same high school? Is this true or false? These four rappers went to the same high school. Jay-Z, DMX, Biggie Smalls, and Busta Rhymes. Is that true or false that they went to the same high school?
God, a lot of those I don't know very much about. So this is definitely gonna be a shot in the dark for me.
You know who Jay-Z is, right?
Yeah, I know who Jay-Z is.
You know who Biggie Smalls is, right? Like
I know who Biggie
Notorious
Smalls is.
B.I.G. All right, all right.
It's the other two I don't know.
You know Busta Rhymes?
I don't know Busta Rhymes.
Oh my God. I gotta
You're about
introduce you.
to
You know
culture me.
DMX? Yeah, we gotta
I've heard of
next time we go
DMX.
roll with
I
it.
can't
Yeah. Is
can't think of what DMX sounds like though. I'm gonna say true. I think it's true.
that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
It's true. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I remember I was in like 10th grade and someone told me, yeah, Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls went to the same high school. And I was like, shut up. Like, I thought they were just trolling me. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
no, they didn't. It was like, well, for real. So I looked it up, and then it was like a bunch of rappers went to the same high school. So they all went to the same high school in Brooklyn. So that's interesting.
That is pretty interesting. When you said these rappers went to the same high school, I thought you were going to say two rappers. I didn't think you were going to say four. I was a little
I
like,
thought
once you
about
said
just saying
four,
two.
I was starting to get more skeptical. I was like, really? I don't know. Might be false, but
Almost gotcha.
you did almost get me. I went
Dang,
against
good
my
job.
gut
Good
instinct.
job.
So that's the strategy. Let's go against your gut instinct.
Oh,
If
dude,
you
on
guys
the
are
Patreon
curious.
or here very soon, we're gonna do your best friend's bad advice. Okay.
It's so
I
good.
am very, very excited for your best friend's bad advice. So if you have a life problem, a real life problem, please comment in the comment section
We have
and
an
we will
email
give
too,
you
don't
the
we?
worst advice. That's a really good idea. We should do the email instead. We'll
Yeah.
post the email in the description. So, or in the comments below, pin
Yeah.
comment.
We'll read out the email next time because honestly, I don't remember what it is. But
Yeah, me
email
neither.
us.
It's just saved on my phone and
Yeah,
my
you
iPad.
can
So
email us. You can make it as long or as short as you want, as personal or as little as you want, as much detail as you want, and we can like give you the worst advice possible.
Yes, it's gonna be bad
So
advice only. So it'll be
yes,
some comic relief for your struggles.
yes, 100%. I like that. Sweet. All right, I got an article.
Ready?
So, but first,
Oh, would you
that's
look
right,
at
baby.
that? My home for private music lessons.
That's right.
Literally, it is
Cloud
literally my home.
Music Suite. It's
Let's
literally our
go.
home. Cloudmusicsuite.com, your
Really?
home for private music lessons. If you're interested in taking any lessons, uh, for music instruction, music theory, marching fundamentals, you should go to cloudmusicsuite.com where you can do it virtually or in person, handle everything through the platform. There's some
100%.
good looking
100%.
good looking instructors on here teaching some a sizable number of instruments. So
Yes.
go to cloudmusicsuite.com, check it out.
Love to
A little
hear
bit
it.
of a callback to the article last week. Californians
Oh,
told
the
not to
callback.
charge electric cars days after gas car sales ban.
Excuse me.
Okay,
Dude,
so
do you remember in like 2010, it was like this meme to have Florida man, whatever, whatever,
yes,
whatever type article. That's
yes,
becoming this with California. Like
yeah,
anything you start with California, it sounds like a joke title. Like it
yeah,
sounds, you know who the Babylon Bee is? They make like satire news
yeah.
articles. Holy Jesus. This sounds like a Babylon Bee
It
article.
sounds like a Babylon Bee article. This
Oh
one's
my
Newsweek. I just
gosh.
realized we haven't been rating the past couple of websites, but that's okay. We'll have to remember to do that
Oh,
this time.
yeah, we gotta do that.
Um, but yeah, literally a couple days ago. Well, okay. For those who didn't listen to last week's episode, last week Austin brought an article that was talking about a ban in California on gas lawnmowers and leaf blowers, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Um,
leaf blowers. Yeah.
and then we briefly talked about the fact that they're talking about banning the sale of gas cars by 2035 in California so that everybody can transition to electric cars. Days after that,
Interesting.
Californians were told not to charge their electric cars. So let's get into it. Californians may need to take measures to conserve energy, including by avoiding charging electric vehicles to prevent strain to the state's power grid over the Labor Day weekend. Officials said a week after state regulators voted on a plan to ban the sale of gasoline powered cars. The new policy approved by California Air Resources Board will require all new cars to be free of greenhouse gas emissions by 2035, fight climate change, yada, yada, yada. But with a heat wave forecast for the coming days, California's grid operator on Tuesday warned that the excessive heat would stress the energy grid and conservation may be needed over the holiday weekend to avert power outages. So you're
Oh
talking
my
about
gosh.
already a power grid that is very, very sensitive, and you want to get everybody in the state to transition to electric cars using legal force. So
Dude, come on.
that's pretty gnarly. That's pretty much the whole article. There's some quotes going on, but I I saw this article title and I actually thought the same thing. I thought it was fake, so I had to click on it. And like I went and found a couple of articles from different sources, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is real. They don't want you to charge your electric cars that you're forced to have. So
This is so broken, dude.
it's
What
weird.
that state is such a shithole.
It's it's
So
proving
bad.
itself more and more and more. Um,
Yeah, it is. Like if I don't know. I'm sure I know it's beautiful. I know it's beautiful. But Jesus, dude. They make some terrible decisions.
it really. Have you? When was the last time you've been to California?
I've never been to California, but
You've
I
never
know
been to
it's beautiful.
California? Oh, you
Never in
should.
my life.
You should definitely should go at some point, at least to see
I
like.
should.
I want to go see like Yosemite and areas like that. I just went to. I mean, I said this on the podcast in the past. Just went to San Diego with a friend, and San Diego is very pretty. That's
Yeah.
the thing that sucks about California is it's so beautiful and it's so nice, and I would love to live there, but I'm not going to live there. Um, there's just there's just a lot going on.
A lot going on.
um,
That's a ridiculous article.
yeah. Um, so if you live in California, don't charge your electric
Don't be
cars.
charging your electric car. How dare
Um,
you?
yeah, and your electric cars are going to be, producing the same emissions, just offset.
Yep.
uh, so
Just offset. Just down the street at the coal plant.
just down the street. Yeah, a little short article, but I
Yeah.
thought that was a fun callback
That
to
is
our
a great
article from
callback.
last
And
week.
it's very California.
It is very California. Let's rate this website real quick. I don't think we've rated
Um,
Newsweek before.
I don't hate it. It would be
Uh,
nice on mobile, I bet, because it's
I
got
bet it
that,
would be nice on
that
mobile.
center.
I'm
Um,
surprised at the little amount of there's no um like ads
ads on
over
the
here.
right. Yeah, yeah.
No ads
No,
on
I
the right
like
or
it.
left.
It's not as good as Cloud Music Suite's blog,
Oh,
but
that's for sure.
I think I'd
Um,
give it a six.
I'd go a little higher. I'd go 6.5.
Okay, fair. Average
Um,
6.25.
yeah. Down here at the bottom's a little weird. I'm not really sure if it's an ad or them trying to get me to click on articles, but um,
That's their whole point.
yeah. Let's see what people are talking about. They're
Oh
required to
God.
not charge from 4 to 9 p.m. during flex alerts.
What are
Rates are two
flex
times.
alerts,
I
bro? I
have
don't even
no
know
idea.
what that is.
Um,
Rates are
those are
2x
prime
during
gym
that
hours,
time?
actually. I'm sorry.
Oh, those are
Um,
gym hours. That's where you
so
do the curls.
yeah,
Curls
exactly.
for the girls.
So very few people will normally charge during that time. Yes, right now with about 10% electric cars and most housing using fossil fuels. Once all those laws kicks in, banning housing with any other power source than electricity and what? Requiring EVs power consumption. It's still gonna. Never mind. Um.
Yeah,
Anyway. Uh. Anyway, that's my article.
no, I love it.
Do you want to talk about HomeBiotic?
Oh, I do want to talk about HomeBiotic. HomeBiotic is a natural probiotic for your home. Where is she? Where's she at?
I
Oh,
don't
she's
see
over
her.
here. I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna stretch. All right.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I don't know if I can reach it. Hold on. This is very important.
Also, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, find us on Spotify.
Yes, find us on Spotify. We're on Spotify. Check it out. Boom. Here she is. HomeBiotic, natural probiotic for your home. My mic's falling. Yeah, great product. It's a soil-based organism. So a lot of people take probiotics for their gut health. We like to take probiotics in this house for our surfaces and any appliances that might have water in them, not trying to breathe in a bunch of mold spores and have worse allergies and respiratory issues than I need. That's my pitch. Go get you some HomeBiotic with the link in the description. Great, great
Good
company,
stuff.
great product, great mission. Love it.
Nice. That's what we like to hear.
Yes, let's do our top three.
All right. Today's top three is top three grocery stores.
Top three grocery stores.
I like it.
Okay. Are we doing any particular order or are we just doing
I'm cool with any particular order.
okay. So I guess I should have said no particular order. But anyway, yeah, no
Yeah,
particular order,
no
right?
particular order.
All right. You got your first one?
I do. You want me to kick it
Okay.
off?
Yeah, you kick it off.
All right. So, top three grocery stores. My first one is, and I'm fairly certain that we're gonna share this one. Whole Foods. Uh, Whole Foods, great grocery store. Never been there. Definitely recommend it. My only gripe with it is it's pretty expensive, but also for good reason. It's like everything is super good quality. Uh, Anything like health related, like any vitamin that you can look like find, it's going to be in their vitamin section. If they have a lot of like gluten free options, vegan options if you're into that. Their meat quality is amazing. I love Whole Foods. Also, they have a really, really good like restaurant section. Like you can go get some fresh food. Their sushi is really good.
Yeah, I was about to say the
Definitely
sushi.
recommend
So
it.
yeah, my number one is also Whole Foods. I love Whole Foods for like 12 reasons, but I'll just give a few of them. I don't think they're as expensive as people think they are. I do think the like specialty items they have are definitely expensive. And if you get like a particular, fancy brand at Whole Foods that they also carry somewhere else, Whole Foods is going to charge you more.
Yeah,
But like just over the past year or two, meat has gotten so expensive everywhere else that we shop. So like I try to get beef specifically like only at Whole Foods now because they have the best prices on beef. And there's a few
it's
different
best
things like
quality too.
yeah, and then Siete is a brand I like a lot. They make like these specific tortillas. Everything that I've ever had from them is awesome. At Whole Foods, they're like $8. At Harris Teeter, they're like 12.50.
Yeah,
So it's like huge difference. So I'm like, might as well go to Whole Foods to buy those. But that sushi is so good, dude.
that sushi is so good.
Whatever they're doing with the sushi is so good. I went to there's a Whole Foods near us. There's two sushi places in the same complex. It's like this big, like, bunch of shops and restaurants and all that crap. There's a place called Co. Is not it's not as good. It's not as good as the Whole Food sushi that I can get in a plastic box for like half the price. And then there's one called Yama, like right near that too. Also, not as good as Whole Foods. So we went to both of them, and both times I was like, I could have just sat in Whole Foods and had better sushi just now for a
That's true.
lot less money. So I like their sushi a lot. It's really, really good.
I love their
But
sushi.
yeah, the hot bar is pretty good. Yeah, I love Whole Foods, man. It's
I
awesome.
love Whole Foods. If you have Amazon Prime, you can usually get a discount on some stuff too,
Yeah,
which is a
if
pretty
you
cool
have
deal.
the dude, if you have the Visa signature card, the Amazon Prime Visa signature, and you have Prime, you can get 5% back on every single purchase that you ever make at Whole Foods.
Yes.
It's
Also,
ridiculous.
I this is another reason I like Whole Foods, and I'm curious to know if you have a similar experience. Every time I go to Whole Foods, everybody's like the nicest people. Like
Oh
everybody
yeah,
seems so upbeat and happy and like kind and polite. I feel like there are other grocery stores where like people are in a hurry and like very, very rude. Um, talking
I
loudly on the
agree.
phone, whatever it is. Everybody there seems to be like very healthy and polite. And it's just like, I don't know, it's super cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because yeah, I don't know why, but I agree. People shopping there and people working there, like I always have great experiences. So whatever they're doing to make the experience great, it's working because I always enjoy my time there.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I literally like going to the grocery store if we're going to Whole Foods. I like going to the grocery store most of the time because it's food, but you know,
Yes.
Whole Foods
Yeah.
is the best experience.
Yeah. And a lot of people do talk about it being expensive. I to go back to like the frugal living thing, I think like healthy food and putting good food in your body should be in your needs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
I do not skimp at all on food.
no, I mean, like, obviously, like within reason, you probably shouldn't be going for like top shelf, nootropics or vitamins that you probably can get. You can get the benefits from like Whole Foods that you don't need to be spending like $60 on something that you probably don't need or can't afford. But like,
Yeah,
get the good quality meat, get the vegetables, like even if it's a little bit more,
it's worth it.
get the
It's
gym
very worth
membership.
it. Yeah, it's very
um,
worth it.
yeah,
Yeah, I would consider those in the needs category.
100%.
Yeah,
Um, Sweet. Shall I give you my second one?
yeah, I'm excited.
My second one, uh, is Aldi.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah, it was especially good when I was in college for a as far as like finances, like it's the opposite problem that like Whole Foods has. It's super cheap and like I think the quality of everything there is like fairly good too. It's obviously not like top shelf stuff, but like when it comes to like cheap products and like off-brand products, it's really good. Like the vegetables are always
Yeah,
fresh, the meat's always good. I've never had a bad experience. They always have like a section too with like Aldi finds. You can get like, I've never bought them, but like pots and pans and stuff like that for like a super cheap price that you probably don't need to go online or to Walmart for. You can get them cheaper there. So
pretty sick.
um, they encourage you to bring your own bags, so you're not using a bunch of plastic bags and stuff. They have a very interesting gimmick about like the quarters and the
Yeah,
carts and stuff. I guess that's just like to stop to not have employees go out and specifically get carts from like a cart retrieval place. But yeah, you can get a cart if you put in a quarter into the cart to unlock it, and then you use it throughout the store, and then you lock it back up and get your quarter back. Um, it's an interesting
yeah. I
thing.
think at first it was like a time saving thing, but now it's like I don't know. It's like a part of the all the experience.
Yeah,
Got to
100%.
bring the quarter. So it's like a pull to get people. You got to do the court. You got to do the cart thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's definitely worked in their favor.
Yeah, that's my second one. I love Aldi.
I think my second one is gonna have to be Harris Teeter. Do you have a Harris Teeter near you?
Yes,
Yeah, I think they're great. Um,
I
they
agree.
have a really, really wide selection. Like, if you want to buy the cheap stuff for some things, like if you don't care, the rice, get the cheap rice, but you want nice, like good meats and certain type of yogurt, like Harris Teeter is probably gonna have it. They have a really, really wide selection. The only thing I'm frustrated that they don't carry is Honest products, but that's for a different video. Anyway, um, yeah, I like all their stuff. They also have the cheapest prices on butter, and I am a butter fiend, grass-fed butter
Mm,
specifically.
I will say
So
that that is fairly nice. One thing I wish uh Aldi had. The one thing that Aldi doesn't have that I wish they had was unsalted grass-fed butter. They
Yeah.
have salted grass-fed butter, but not unsalted. Um,
Yeah, you can't put salted grass-fed butter in your coffee. Well, you can. It's gonna taste like
it's not going to
trash.
taste good.
Yeah, it's gonna taste like ass.
Yeah. Um, I
Yeah,
will
number two is
say
Harris Teeter.
Harris Teeter is a good one. I do like Harris Teeter products. I wish Harris Teeter had more bulletproof products. They only have like
Yeah,
specific things, but
they have
which is nice
just
that you can get like their collagen protein, but like I don't think they have the MCT oil, or maybe they have like the um
they have the
like
ready to drink coffees too.
they do have those. Those are nice. They
Yeah.
don't have any bars though.
Oh,
That's a bummer.
yeah.
Um,
I like me a good protein bar.
Something else I like about Aldi is their coconut oil is super cheap. You can get like a
Oh,
big
really?
tub of it for like probably $6.
Hell
Whereas like
yeah.
if you're at pretty much anywhere else, it's like $10 for like a tiny jar.
Yeah, I was
So
about to say for a big tub, it's like 25.
yeah, exactly. So if
Yeah,
you're looking for coconut oil, definitely go to Aldi. It's a good place for it.
nice, nice. What's your number three?
My number three, it's in the same vein as Whole Foods, is Earth Fare. I kind of think of Earth
Mm,
Fare. They're pretty. There's few and far between. There's not that many,
there's not
um,
that many.
which is unfortunate because I do like them. But uh, they're like a cheaper version of Whole Foods. That's why I like to think about it. They have like all the good, like Siete. They have their or Siete, and they have like really good meats, really good selection. They have like a hot food bar, just like Whole Foods, and a
Yeah.
sushi bar. I think Whole Foods is better, but I still think it's like pretty good quality. Um, Super good selection of just like you know energy drinks and kombucha and stuff like that, which is really nice. So yeah, Earth Fare is up there for me. If there's no Whole Foods, but there's an Earth Fare, I'm definitely going to Earth Fare.
I like that. I'm gonna make Earth Fair an honorable mention because I always enjoy my time in Earth Fair. I go there so rarely though, because the closest one to me, it's
It's
probably
probably the
like near
closest one to
South
me.
Park. Yeah, I think it's like not an hour, but really close to an hour, maybe 50 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
and I'm not really trying to go 50 minutes to hit the grocery store when there's like multiple. I've passed the Whole Foods, to get there. So
yeah.
I would rather, I'd rather go to Whole Foods. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give my number three as very similar to Aldi, but it's called Lidl. You ever been to Lidl?
Ah, yeah, I like Lidl.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Lidl.
Yeah,
It's like a some kind of European. It might be like German or something like that. Grocery
I've
store.
never been in one.
They're pretty cool. It's really, really similar to Aldi. Like it's just a warehouse with some freaking rows, and everything's cheap. And they have a lot of their own brands of stuff, and it's like nice, high quality, very transparent labeling and stuff, and it's pretty freaking cheap. Produce is great, and the meats, dude, are so good, and they're so cheap. Like everything's like grass fed, grass finished. You can get just regular stuff too, but pretty much everything is grass fed, grass finished, and it's probably the cheapest other than like ground beef. Sometimes Whole Foods will have a better price, but just like all the steaks, all the chicken, all the bacon, eggs too, like everything's so cheap. So I like Lidl a lot just for the meats alone, if nothing else. And then they have like little knickknacks, like you said, like the Aldi finds. They have like all these random things in the middle. Like we got
Yeah,
this little like scratching post for the cat at Aldi. It was just like random, or not Aldi, sorry, Lidl,
yeah.
just in the middle of the thing. So
Interesting. I've never
it's a
been to
fun
one.
experience.
I should go check it out. I thought your third one was going to be Ingles because I feel like you go to Ingles a decent amount.
Dude, I really like Ingles, but it's like I don't have one near me either. So
That's fair.
I'll put an honorable mention. Ingles has some great stuff, and they're
Yeah,
freaking huge. I don't know if all Ingles are like that, but all the ones I've been to are fucking massive, dude.
yeah.
Like they're huge, like Walmart sized almost.
Hmm.
So
I've
they've
been
got a
in a
lot of
couple
crap in
small
there.
ones, but
You have?
yeah. But
Yeah,
I've
I haven't
seen
never
most
seen
of the
any.
ones that I've been to are like pretty massive.
Huge.
Yeah,
Yeah. Those Ingles like cheese departments, like I love cheese. So those cheese areas are nice. Like real
nice.
nice. Almost as nice as like Whole Foods for the cheese area.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I think
like Ingles a
Earth Fare
lot.
has a really good cheese area too, which is nice.
Yeah. Anyway, there's the three. There's the
That's the
top
three.
three.
It's a good
You got
number.
an honorable mention real quick?
Probably Harris Teeter. That's the one that I like realistically go to so frequently because there's one down the road, and
Yeah.
Whole Foods and Earth Fare. They're like probably both within 20 minutes, which isn't horrible, but I mean it's not
It's not great.
down the street. So,
Yeah.
um, Yeah, Harris Teeter's same with Aldi. Aldi's not very close either. So Harris Teeter's a good one. I can usually get everything I need from there reasonably
Yeah.
priced, and like the quality's there. So
Yep.
yeah,
They're
Harris Teeter's
consistent.
definitely consistent. Definitely not a bit. Have you ever been to like one of those like massive ones, those like super Harris Teeters? They're like
Like the
crazy.
one that's near, there's one up at Waverly.
Yeah, they just put one in. It
Yeah.
has like a bar in the center of it.
It's
Those are
wild, dude.
crazy.
Yeah. They're crazy as hell.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's
Anyway,
a good list.
yeah, it is a good list.
You
Got any
gotta
other thoughts for the week?
you beat
Any
me to
stuff you
it.
want to talk through?
I don't think so. I don't think I have a thought this week. You got a thought this week?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have a thought.
my
Yeah,
only
no, you go
thought would
ahead.
be like, okay, I have two thoughts, but they're both pretty small that we don't have to super expand on. I'm excited for the future of Clap Music Suite, and I'm excited for the upcoming season of Paradigm
Ah,
Percussion.
man. Those are man, what's up with that? My thoughts of the week were like pretty similar to that. But
It's just because everything's gearing up. I mean,
I guess I'll just like tangent off of that and say like it's really I don't know, the older I get, the more it's easy for me to see what I care about. And like the things I care about, there's no resistance for me to spend time doing those things and doing whatever I have to for those things. I'll just say that. And those are the things that I'm talking about. And then there is resistance toward things that I do not enjoy as much because I don't care about them as much. So I don't know if this is a good or bad trait to have. I guess I'm too young to know, but
seems good to me. I mean,
seems good to me as well. But
I don't know
I
why
don't
it'd be
know.
bad. Yeah, I don't particularly, think you're chasing anything expedient. You know what I mean? You're going for things that are pretty meaningful. Um, yeah, that's good. I like that thought.
I thought,
Nice. I like it.
hell yeah. Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna go eat some food. All
Nice.
right. It's been your best friends. It's Austin, man.
It's Sean.
Have a great night, guys. We love you.
We love you.